You're watching the TCMMA podcast.
The predictions went sideways. It was a terrible night. Probably a good night for you guys, right? Because when I'm wrong is when people get excited. So it'll probably be a lot more interaction on this one than when we're right. We dropped to 4 and 5 in the main event last night. We're going to get to that. Unbelievable. But first, before the bad news, let's get to the good news so I can say I told you so. Gerald Meerschaert, Bryan Barberena. Meerschaert looking to tie Anderson Silva in the middleweight division for the most finishes. And it certainly went his way. Check this out. No, Meerschaert taking the back. He's up high too with the legs wrapped around. Oh, he's got the rear locked in. But Barberena doing a good job of keeping the chin down. He's trying to slide out of this. And he's going to do it. But Meerschaert keeps a position. Look at this guy. Specialist at this stuff, man. This will be the 10th submission. That's going to move him up in the rankings. He's 6th in the UFC history. Ooh. And he'll tie Anderson Silva for finishes in the middleweight. Oh. Barberena's fighting back. Now he's not. And that's it. That's it. Wow. It wasn't even underneath. It was more. Wow. And that's not easy to finish Bryan Barberena. So Gerald Meerschaert continues to impress, right? Remember, he's a bum after losing to Hamza. That's what they want you to. That's what they wanted to tell you. It's not true. The guy's a really good fighter, and he continues to impress. Bryan Barberena finish, great. Ties Anderson Silva for the most finishes in middleweight history. And it looked like to me he did tap with the right hand there, and the ref just missed it. That's the way it goes down. Meerschaert, 36 and 17. That's ridiculous. 3 career fights now? 53. Crazy. Middleweight division, UFC Vegas, 88. You remember when Hamza finished Meerschaert in 17 seconds? Nobody wants to talk about that now. At the time, it was like, oh, Meerschaert isn't a good fighter. Hamza should run through him. Right? Every time Hamza wins, the opponent is dismissed. Or if he doesn't win big enough, then people want to highlight the other, he should have beat Usman quicker. He struggled against Burns, all this stuff. But let's get back to Meerschaert. 17 seconds, right? This guy ties Anderson Silva in the middleweight division for the most finishes. He was 6th in UFC history in submissions. He's probably moving up to 5th or 4th now. So, come on. Give Hamza a little credit here and give Meerschaert credit for doing what he did last night. I mean, give credit where credit's due. If you're going to go the other way on Hamza's other fights, at least give him credit in this one. Then as we switch gears, last night you had a Bryan battle. The fight ended up being a no contest, but it was the aftermath of the fight that has everybody talking, right? As these two guys had to be separated. And here's how it went. It was like a little eye poke. It seemed like Angelo Losa could continue, but he decided he couldn't. And Bryan Battle was not happy about it. So this reaction begins with the eye poke, and then continues through the aftermath. So a good 2.5 minutes here. And now you get Losa, who needs a time here. The ref gives it to him. And it seemed like they might have bumped heads. So he gets 5 minutes if he wants it. I don't see this going that long. Oh, it was the eye poke. Forgive me. Definitely an eye poke. And a butt. So Angelosa against the corner, against the fence right now, trying to blink with that left eye. And the ref's going to call in for the doctor. So here we go. And, the ref's looking at it, but it's nothing serious. It's just probably one of the weaker eye pokes you're ever going to see. But I don't see the look on Losa's face like, hey, I want to fight. So the doctor's saying, yeah, this is something you can work through. Now he's going to wipe down the eye, but Losa's taking all the time he wants and needs here. And he's really going to extend this thing. Let's see. Boom. Yeah. Yep. Definitely a butt. But the complaint here, and there it is, you get the eye poke with the right thumb. Oh, and they're saying that's it, and Bryan Battle goes to all fours. See, and Bryan Battle can't believe it. Like, I just don't think Losa wants to fight. I'm going to be real with you, because this is going to be a stoppage now. Doctor stoppage, and I guess Bryan Battle's highly upset. And I believe they asked Angelosa if he wants to keep fighting, and he said no. It's crazy. I mean, that's not like a big poke. I mean, I'm not a doctor, but that's not a big poke. And Angelosa says no at about a minute and a half that he doesn't want to keep fighting. Didn't see it on the screen. This is what they're saying. And it's amazing to me. Like, why don't you take the full, at least take a good 3.5, 4 minutes. Give yourself another 2 or 3 minutes, and let's see what happens. So I'm not sure if this is going to be a no contest or what. But it's only, it's early. It's 6.5, 7 minutes into the fight. And if they scored it right now, I think Battle would win, which I don't think they can do. Wow. Yeah, and Angelosa looks fine. Lusa let me down in this one, man, as far as fighting. And I don't think Losa wanted it. Here we go. Yeah, the doctor. Okay, doctor recommendation. It's considered a no contest. And Bryan Battle cannot believe it. And now they're talking shit. Ooh, they're talking junk. Yep. Wow, dude. They got to both be held back now. Look at this. And they kind of walked in front of each other. I'm like, this ain't going to be good. And Bryan Battle is like, this is some bull. And then now Angelosa wasn't happy about it. And now he wants to fight. Bryan Battle said, I'm whooping your behind. And that's what happened. Listen, Bryan Battle's whooping his behind, and Angelosa didn't want to fight anymore. And it's tough to say that, but that's what it looks like. It could be wrong, but that's what it looks like. They got to be separated. Bisping talks to Battle, and he's not going to be happy about this. And again, both guys got to be separated here at the end of a no contest welterweight division. UFC Vegas, 88. Yeah, I mean, so that's the way it turns out. Wow, because we could have used that one there. We could have definitely used that one after a rough night. But it didn't go our way. We didn't lose the fight, but we didn't win it either. And it should have been a clear victory for Bryan Battle. At least it looked like it was headed that way. And, it's hard to say what's going through the mind of Angelosa, but it just seemed like he didn't want to fight. That's what it looked like. Again, that's what it seemed like. Not necessarily true. That's why it'd be good to talk to him, to hear what his feelings were on the situation. Then you get to the main event, and man, complete surprise for me. Tai Tuivasa, guys reeling, almost like a Piotr Jan. But Piotr Jan comes and gets the victory. So I'm figuring, okay, Tai Tuivasa can do the same thing. But I was sorely mistaken. Here's the whole fight reaction. It gets finished in the first round. So here we go. Tai Tuivasa, Marcin Tybura, two high-level heavyweight fighters.
Let's go, baby!
Getting ready to lock horns here, man. Herb Dean is reffing this thing.
Whoa!
Gotta love it. Herb Dean's going to let it go for a minute. Herb Dean will let it go. And this fight is underway.
Well, Christopher, then you know what? Then maybe that you've got a problem because
maybe, but I just want to see a KO. Tybura backs off Tuivasa with a shot to the body and lands a second one. 20 seconds gone here. And a nice uppercut, now an elbow by Tuivasa. These guys are going to be swinging. Here they go. They're not waiting. They're not trying to go 5 rounds. This is not going 5. This is not going 5 rounds. And the thing I like about it is they're not planning for it to go 5. Tuivasa already landed a big right. Now another big right. And here we go. Tybura wipes his head and looks at his glove and is kind of amazed at what he's seeing. 1 minute gone here. Okay, and I'm going to say, based on what I'm seeing, there's a 90% chance this don't go 5 rounds. But I'm leaving some room for error. Nice leg kick by Tybura. Caused Tuivasa to miss the elbow. Ooh. Now Tybura landing a right and a left, looking for the takedown. And this is what he would need right here to kind of slow Tuivasa down, who's got the upper hand here early. And Tybura's looking for it. And Tuivasa cannot get any underhooks, and now he gets taken down. Big takedown by Tybura. And this is a 9 versus 10 in the heavyweight division, and Tybura is suddenly looking like he's in a much better situation on top here. He cannot get the full mount. Tuivasa's got the half guard in on the right leg. But Tybura in a good position here. And now you have Tuivasa looking to work his way up the fence, and now he's giving up the back. And look at this. Tybura all over him. And this is not good for Tuivasa. And this has got me nervous as heck. Come on, Tuivasa, stand up. And he's looking at his corner for help, and it's not good. He's not finding any way to get out of this, man. And Tybura's pounding away now. Look at how this thing has changed. And Tuivasa's in trouble. Oh, my goodness. And next week main event is tough, too. This could be not good for us. And Tuivasa not responding. He's just covering up and putting the right hand in front and trying to block. Over 2 minutes left in the round. Tuivasa just got to try to hold on here. But Tybura has taken the back and is really in a dominant position. And after the elbow landed by Tuivasa, Tybura said, hey, let's take this thing to the ground. No need to put myself in harm's way. And that's what's happened now. 1:45 left, just a long time for Tuivasa to hold on. And he's taking shots from behind, and now you have a rear. Oh, he locked this in good. Oh, Tuivasa's in trouble. Tuivasa's in trouble. And look at his face. He cannot get out of this. It's not looking good for him. And Tuivasa's in trouble. And he's trying to fight the hands. He can't fight the hands, and it's underneath, but I don't know. It looks like it's sliding a little bit. Come on, Tui. Come on, Tui. Keep that chin down. Keep that chin down. And, man, it's like an inch off. It looks like he's giving a thumbs up. Got a whole minute left. Oh, gosh. And it's amazing that he's held on this long. And he's taking some deep breaths. And that's it. That's it. And Tuivasa's not going to argue it. He was taking some deep breaths. And Tybura gets the win. Dang, man. Wow. What a rough year. 5-7 on the night, 4-5 in the main event. Rough year. After 2 years of getting used to going like 15-2, 14-3, and now all of a sudden we're 4-5. And it goes to show you that these fights are tough to predict, because I just didn't see Tuivasa losing this fight at all. No chance. And Tuivasa doesn't even tap. Doesn't even tap. And he held on for a good minute. But Marcin Tybura is going to get the rear submission. And it's unfortunate because Tuivasa was landing some big shots, man. Some big rights and lefts. Landed a big elbow. Had Tybura in trouble. And Tybura just said, you know what? I'm going to go to the takedown game. I'm going to control you that way. And eventually, I'm going to finish the fight. And Herb Dean got in there at exactly the right time. And no shoey tonight. Marcin Tybura gets the win here. He's going to move to number 9 in the heavyweight division after this big win over Tai Tuivasa at UFC Vegas 88. Yeah, man. So we lost it last night. We lost the main event. We're 4-5. And everybody behind the scenes is running around, grabbing papers, freaking out, trying to get the stats for next week and the upcoming weeks, and we got to rebound, and maybe we got to look at the fights like that. No. We're just having a bad year in the first 9 fights. And we finished weak last year, so it's been a rough 4 to 6 months. Not in the overall predictions, but in the main event specifically. And it's going to happen. Can't be perfect every year in every category. That's what it looked like last night. 5-7, now 4-5 main event. 66-43 overall. Not great, but we'll take it. You see Tuivasa lost. Kennedy lost. Look at this main card. Wow. 0-4 and 1 no contest after starting 3-1. Dolgarian fell. Little controversy there. Kianzad fell. Mearshart won. Oh, at least we were 1-4 in the main card because there was 6 fights in the main card. Mike Davis won. Nunes Osborne lost. Gregorio lost. We got 3 in a row after the first fight loss with Thiago Moises, Joaquin Amorim, and Danny Silva. So 66-43 overall. Still respect there, but obviously not where we want to be.
He's gonna fight, wait, he's gonna fight, wait, hold your breath till the end of the night. Last fight of call, UFC at its height, yeah. Bringing that thunder with all his might, saying step up, wanna fight, hold up, think twice, gladiator, assassin, reckless, no abandon, walk through that cage, he'll leave your ass stranded, wake up, hey, where you at, hey, got hit in the head with a baseball bat.